We now return to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
In this review, I'll be taking a look at Halfcourt from the original Tmnt toy line. If you are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. This figure came out in 1993 in the same wave that included rare figures such as Hotspot and Scratch. While not as rare as those two, Halfcourt's value has risen over the last couple years. Now let's take a look at the Jump Shot Jammin' Giraffe. Halfcourt was a basketball player before he mutated into a giraffe. This is a beautiful looking figure and was one of my favorites as a child, most likely due to basketball being my favorite sport. The head sculpt is amazing. He has a serious facial expression with his mouth open, showcasing his teeth. The spots on his face and neck are sculpted and painted. Worn around the top of his head is a blue headband. He has large bushy brown eyebrows. Even the nostrils have some added paint detail. I love the left side of his face. Mimicking Air Jordan himself, Halfcourt has his tongue sticking out. For those not familiar, Michael Jordan used to do this while playing. It's so cool this was added. Worn on his neck like a necklace is a basketball rim and net. This is another inclusion that I am a big fan of, and makes so much sense for an animal with a famously long neck that he would get his head stuck in the rim. Halfcourt is wearing a red jersey top with the number 34. As a big fan of Charles Barkley when I was a kid, I pretended he is the one that mutated into Halfcourt. Underneath the jersey, he is wearing a white t-shirt. Looking closer at the arms, I do have a bit of a gripe, as the spots on the forearms were left unpainted. It is common to skip out on paint to cut costs, and the original Ninja Turtle toy line did this quite a bit. There is also a wristband that was sculpted and not painted as well. At least the spots on the upper arms were painted. The same goes for the left arm too. Moving down to his lower half, he is wearing blue shorts. Another reason this figure made me think of Charles Barkley is the colors red, white, and blue are the colors of the Philadelphia 76ers, which is the team he started his pro career with. While the spots on the legs were painted, the knee pad on the right knee wasn't. Halfcourt is wearing shoes that are the same color blue as the shorts. Most figures had at least one foot standing on its toes. While sadly not painted, the left foot has another inclusion I really love, and that being a basketball Halfcourt has stepped on and popped. It is the same blue as the shoe, but I really wish it had been painted orange. The good thing about the basketball is that it makes the foot wider, and therefore helps the figure have better balance when standing. There are peg holes on the bottoms of the feet. Turning the figure around, you can see his tail. The 34 on the back of the jersey was not painted, which is a shame. Once again, the cut cost, I'm sure. The same can be said for the spots on the upper back as well. And here's a look at the back of the neck and head. Now let's go over the articulation. The head and neck can look side to side. The arms can go forwards and backwards, as well as rotate 360 degrees. There is a bend at the elbow. The same for the left arm too. The waist can swivel. The legs can go slightly in and out and rotate around. The tail can rotate 360 degrees. Last but not least, a giraffe isn't that without its long neck, right? By pulling up on the head, the neck extends even longer. Now this is more like it. And this is how I keep my Halfcourt displayed. Thankfully the spots were painted all the way down. I think it looks so much better like this. Now let's take a look at his accessories. The first one up is his little buddy, Ruff the Ref. Just a note, all of Halfcourt's accessories are molded in a dark gray plastic with no extra paint detail. Ruff is a flamingo, whose occupation is that of a referee. He appears to be somewhat injured and banged up, as one of his legs is in a sling. In Halfcourt's profile card, it does state that his favorite game is Dunk the Referee, so perhaps that is how Ruff sustained his injury. The downside of Ruff standing on one leg is that he cannot stand on his own. The standing leg is just too skinny to support it. The next accessory up is the tire pump pistol. When you need a little something to help with home court advantage, make sure to grab the tire pump pistol. While it's stated as being a pistol, it has more of a Tommy gun look to it in my opinion. Incorporating a tire pump into a weapon was actually pretty genius. While not my favorite accessory, it does look really good. It definitely comes in handy when Halfcourt is taking out some foot soldiers. The next accessory is the Beehive Basketball. No basketball player is going to be complete without a ball. This ball though is covered in honey and bees. This would have definitely benefited from some extra paint, as it is kind of hard to make out the honey and bees. There is a hole for Halfcourt to hold onto the ball. The last accessory is the backboard shield. There's really not much to it. It looks just like a normal backboard, just in a little rough shape. Turning it around, you will notice a handle. This is so Halfcourt can hold it as a shield. The cool thing about this accessory is it serves a double purpose. Going back to the rim around Halfcourt's neck, there is a clip on the backside. The backboard just so happens to have a hole to be placed on the clip. Now you can fully complete the ensemble. This is so much better in my opinion than just having the rim alone. While it's cool it can be used as a shield, this is how I keep my Halfcourt displayed in my collection. Going back to the peg in his right hand, this is for holding onto the basketball. The hole in the basketball just plugs right into it. Now we have Halfcourt in full game mode, and man does he look good. With that gripping open left hand, Halfcourt can hold onto the tire pump pistol. Now Halfcourt is fully complete. Due to the position of the left hand, the gun will be held at an angle. He does look really cool with all his accessories equipped. While holding the ball and gun, it does make him a bit top heavy, so you might have to play with the leg positioning to get him to stand while holding both. So that is my review of the vintage Tmnt Halfcourt figure. Like I previously mentioned, this is a personal favorite of mine. This was a great idea for a Ninja Turtles character. I love the inclusion of the rim and backboard around his neck, and the fact that the neck is able to be extended is perfect. I think this is a great figure, and if you are able to get a hold of one, I highly recommend you do. Once again, if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, as well as click on the notification bell, so you don't miss out on any future videos. Hit that like button if you did enjoy this video, and thank you so much for watching.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will return after these messages.